Today I'm going to go over the top 5 mistakes I made with the first book of my YA series, The Toby Garrison Chronicles. So stay tuned. Hi guys! If you're new here, my name is Ellen Boyd. I am the author of the young adult contemporary drama suspense series, The Toby Garrison Chronicles. And this week I'm going to go over the top 5 mistakes I made with the first book of that series. You may ask what I mean by the top 5. These are the mistakes I regret the most. These are the mistakes that I could have avoided, but didn't, because I didn't know they were there. I didn't know. I did research, but I didn't research the right things. I didn't know what I was supposed to research because it was a totally new avenue for me. So I'm going to go over them with you today so that hopefully you can learn from the mistakes that I made. I've talked before about how I learned from the mistakes I made with book 1 and book 2. And I've also talked about how one of the reasons I started this channel was to help authors who haven't published a book yet avoid some of the mistakes I made. Mistake number 1, I didn't pay enough attention to describing the setting in the book. It's a very character-driven book, and I don't know, that's the kind of book that I love to read. I don't like reading, it's not that they're bad books, but I don't gravitate towards books that are heavy on description, heavy on setting. But I still think I could have paid a bit more attention to the description in Pride Be Damned. I watched a video by Daniel Green once, and he was talking about description of setting and how you have to pay attention to the 5 senses. What the character sees, when they touch something, what it feels like, what they hear, what they taste. What's the other side? Sight, hearing, touch, taste, smell. What they smell. Oi. Okay, and what they smell. So I wish I watched that video before I wrote Pride Be Damned, essentially, because I never thought of it that way. That to have your reader completely engrossed in your story, they want to know all 5 senses. They want to be completely consumed by the story. So I wish I had done more of that. I wish I had paid more attention to those descriptions when I was writing the book. So number 2, I didn't have beta readers. So I knew beta readers existed, but it didn't occur to me. I thought a beta reader was instead of an editor. Like if you didn't have an editor, have a beta reader. I didn't think about having them combined and the benefit of having them combined. So probably would have made life for my editor a whole lot easier. Number 3, I didn't have a marketing plan. I had no idea about marketing. I you know that phrase, I got nothing? Yeah, that was me. My publisher tried to help me with it. He walked me through some things over the phone. They're in the UK. I'm in Canada, so there was no face-to-face meetings. But he did his best to, and I mean, he was amazing. And he did his best to walk me through different things, helping me out with the marketing. But I was, at the time, very adverse to putting my face out there. I mean, I had no problem with my picture being in my book. That was a given, at least for me. But like going out and doing book signings, I should have done that earlier on. I did end up doing a book signing, but yeah, I should have done it much earlier on. I was just really, I think I've said in other books, I think I've said in other videos that I'm an introvert at heart. I'm very reserved. I also didn't have a launch team, which is another form of marketing, because the launch team will you know, put reviews on Amazon on the day of launch. They'll help build up excitement about your book. Okay, so I apologize. We've got a, I don't even know how much it's gonna help to open the window. We have a heat warning in effect here right now, and I tried to close the window because last time I did a video, heard all this beeping and all this yard work and stuff, and I can't do it. I'm melting, so bear with me. I don't know how much that's gonna help. I can't have a fan on because all you hear is the thump, thump, thump. So yeah, hopefully there won't be any yard work going on out there, and or other work. We have like construction place behind us, so that's always fun. Anyway, so I didn't have a launch team. I didn't have a launch party. I don't know, I guess I promoted some, but I didn't know how to promote really. I knew nothing about marketing. As an author, it doesn't stop with writing the book. You have to be able to promote your book. So. I feel like a surgeon. I should have a nurse here dabbing my face with a cloth. I mean, I know you're supposed to, you know, it's nice to have a bit of a glow in these YouTube videos, but I think melting would be a bit much. Number 4, and this is more with the writing of the book again. I didn't separate the POVs well enough, the points of view. I did separate them, but not distinctly enough. So, you know, it'll be one person's POV, Toby's POV in one paragraph, and then when I switch to Jake's POV, it'll be the next paragraph. And sometimes they'll have more than one paragraph. When there was more than one person that had a POV in a chapter or in a scene, I would divide it up by paragraph. And that was, I realized later that when I read books that I read as a child or as a teenager or middle grade, that those books, some of those books were like that they had POV like that. So it was a mistake I came by honestly. Number 5, I didn't do enough research into the expectations for young adult books. I think there was too much adult POV in the book, and I corrected that in book 2, and I'll continue to do that in future books. There will always be a Jake. Jake will always be there. He'll always have a POV, but even if I went back to change it, I don't know that I would be able to change it all that much, because he plays a big role helping Toby, and I don't know if I would have been able to change it without changing the story immensely. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week. Those are the top 5 mistakes I made with my first book, Pride Be Damned. I hope it was helpful. I hope you'll find some nugget of information in there that will help you with your first book. But if you have any questions, or if there's something you'd like me to do a video on, feel free to put a comment down below and let me know. That rhymed. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell so that you get notified when I upload new videos. I upload BookTube videos every Wednesday and Authortube videos every Friday. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day and stay happy, healthy, and safe. Bye-bye.